Good day, everyone. Today we'll delve into an intriguing topic, the idea that plants are not only alive, but may also possess some form of sentience. Historically, we've viewed plants as passive organisms merely reacting to their environment, but emerging research suggests that the reality might be much more complex and fascinating. Understanding life characteristics of living organisms. To start, let's define what we mean by alive. Generally, living organisms possess several key characteristics. Metabolism. They consume energy and convert it to sustain life, growth and development. They grow and mature over time. Response to stimuli. They respond to environmental changes. Reproduction. They have the ability to reproduce and pass on genetic material. Homeostasis. They maintain stable internal conditions. Plants exhibit all these characteristics. They photosynthesize, grow, reproduce, and easily respond to environmental stimuli such as light, water, and gravity. The complexity of plant behavior. Plants demonstrate remarkable behaviors that could indicate a level of awareness, tropisms. For instance, phototropism is when plants grow toward light. This behavior involves complex signaling processes within the plant. Communication. Research has shown that plants can communicate through various methods. One fascinating example is how they release volatile organic compounds to warn neighboring plants of herbivore attacks, triggering defensive mechanisms, memory and learning. Some studies suggest that plants can exhibit a form of memory. For example, the Mimosa pudica, sensitive plant, can learn to avoid harmful stimuli, closing its leaves faster upon repeated exposure to a threat. Exploring plant sentience. What does it mean? The term sentience typically refers to the capacity to have sensations and feelings. While it's important not to anthropomorphize plants, some researchers argue that certain plant behaviors might indicate a primitive form of sentience, sensory perception. Plants possess a variety of sensors that detect light, gravity, touch, and even chemical signals. Their ability to integrate these stimuli suggests a sophisticated level of interaction with their environment. Decision-making plants engage in decision-making processes such as choosing to allocate resources to roots or shoots depending on environmental conditions, demonstrating a level of adaptability. Ethical considerations. If plants can feel and respond to their environment in ways beyond our current understanding, it raises ethical questions regarding their treatment and our interactions with them. Scientific perspectives and debates. The scientific community is divided on the subject of plant sentience. While some researchers advocate for the recognition of plants' complex behaviors as indicative of a form of consciousness, others argue that these actions do not equate to sentience as defined in animals. The debate often centers around definition of consciousness. How do we define consciousness? Is it solely about neurobiological processes, or could it include other forms of response and adaptation? Experimental limitations. Our testing methods are primarily based on human and animal responses, making it difficult to devise appropriate experiments for plants. Conclusion. A new perspective on the plant kingdom. In conclusion, while plants may not possess sentience in the way we understand it for animals, the evidence of their complex behaviors and interactions with the environment challenges our traditional views of life. As research continues to unfold, it might lead us to a more nuanced appreciation of the plant kingdom and its remarkable capabilities. How do you feel about the potential for plant sentience? What implications would you consider for agriculture, conservation, and our daily lives? And isn't it ironic when those who claim to be ethical eaters accuse those of eating meat of speciesism when we all do it when it comes to plants? Does this mean when it comes to food, it means something always dies when another needs to eat? And whilst no life form truly wants to die, there is a fact of life called the circle of life. It's about time we accept that and focus on living our lives to the full and stop wasting it on trivial concepts about what we eat, whilst appreciating and being in awe of nature.